Hi. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I just need to talk. This is my therapy. I've always been a creator. This is my space. This is what makes me happy, I guess. This is what gives me, I don't know. I was just coming home. I went to Claudia's today. New hairstyle. Cute. Makeup is beat. We've done a little content and stuff, pictures, and I'm on the way home and I get a call from my mum. Mum's currently away in Ghana, and she calls me to tell me it's happened. Your dad has transitioned. Your dad's gone. You know, I don't even know why I'm doing this video. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't even know what's the right thing to do. I don't know if it's a bad thing for me to be here with a full face beat and my hair laid, looking cute and making a video like there's any other day. Because today I actually intended on doing a video, and this is why I did do the glam process as usual. And I plan to get home and record a video about being a plus size influencer, which is going to be on my second channel, I've decided. But then I've got this news today, and I just can't kind of jump to that until I really get this off my chest and share this news, which I don't know what you guys are going to do about it. Nothing really, but there's never been anything that I've kind of shied away from sharing on my platforms, isn't it? I've always kind of shared what's happened in my life. I would say we have been preparing for this as a family behind the scenes. We have been preparing for this. I remember some years ago I shared a video about my dad, talking to you guys that about he had dementia. He had a stroke, and I kind of really triggered the dementia to a different level. And he was living with me in London. Do you guys remember that? This was before I bought my home in Cambridgeshire, before we moved out. This was before the pandemic. Dad stayed with us for 6 months-ish, and just as the March 2020 pandemic took place, we managed to get my dad his own place here, very close to where we were living. So I was taking him to all of his appointments, checking up on him regularly, and he was getting to a point of independence again, which was fantastic. Unfortunately, he went back to Ghana. He shouldn't have gone, but I'm not going to hold it to him. He shouldn't have gone at the time. We were very much on the game caring for him, but, one doesn't really like being in the UK sometimes. It can get a bit draining, especially if you're unwell, and he was missing home. And he said he's going. So he went, and he's been there since, and I have seen him regularly since. I've been going back there at least once a year, well, more than that, to be fair. You guys know I even lived up there for a good 3-4 months at a time. So I was always seeing Dad, checking up on him. And the last time I saw him alive and well was when I just went and came back. And he was just so calm, He is a calm person in nature. That is him. He's a calm person in nature, but on top of that, he has been a bit angry with the fact that he's not himself, because he's always been the life of the party as well. When he was living in the UK, well, at first he lived in Germany. He then moved to the UK and built a life for us here. I'm very privileged to have grown up to know my dad. Not a lot of us do, as far as stories I've heard and stuff. And even my eldest son, he doesn't know his father, does he? But I had the honour and privilege to be raised by my dad and also being called after his mum. Ama Ofuriwa is my grandmother's name. That's his mum's name. So my dad, he called me mum. He was so fond of me. He always says, Ama, you're the one who's going to look after me. He always say, you're the one who's going to look after me because you are my mummy. I'm like, okay. But it was never that kind of father-daughter dynamic where I had to do everything. Absolutely not. I'm baby last. I'm Kichli, the last born. So I was definitely kind of spoilt by him, if I'm being honest. And I mean, things changed, as they do. By the time I was 12, Dad left home. Mum and Dad split. But I still kept that relationship with him. I really honour that. It was never easy. But I think over the years, seeing his health deteriorate from someone who was literally the life of the party, he was everything. When I think of my childhood and the hall parties and the Amachi Dede and the Daddy Lomba and the Kuja Inchi and everything we grew up around, and my dad had this famous chicken. Oh my God, he had this recipe. He had this garlic chicken that he used to make every Saturday, and it used to linger through my estate, and everybody used to come. The Jamaicans, the Bajans, everybody used to come for my dad's garlic chicken. And we never gave away that recipe. I think my sister knows it though. I've tried to redo it and it just ain't hitting. And he loved to cook, man. Oh my gosh, Dad can throw it down in the kitchen. And the last time he came to London and he was living with me, I was trying to get him upbeat again because he was a bit sad about his illness. And so I said, Dad, we're gonna make kontumari, spinach stew. He was like, nope, I'm not doing it. You do it. I was like, okay, Daddy, let's do it together. And that was a moment. My dad sat in the kitchen. He's like, do this, do this. No, you're adding too much oil. No, stop. Too much salt. And, it's just one of those engaging moments again in his last, few years that we were able to have. And then, of course, alongside the trips I've been having back to Ghana as often as I could to see how he's getting on. He was just really sad, he was sad that he just would never get himself back again. And that's what dementia does sometimes, it erases your memory. He constantly kept on kind of recalling things of the past, like from time ago, and he kept on repeating it. He also had prostate cancer, which was one of the illnesses as well that were really bothering him, of course. And man, I'm gonna miss my dad. I'm gonna miss Mr. Yeltichi. That's my dad. I'm never gonna see my dad again. I said, Daddy, wait, please. Let me come to Ghana. Let me hold your hand for the last time before you go. As I said, I was able to see him before I came back recently, and he was okay. He was calm. He was calm and just so happy for me to be around. And then when I came back to the UK, he was upset. He was like, Amma, I didn't know he was going. I said, Daddy, I came to say bye. He said, no. Why did you go? I was like, Dad, I have to come back. The kids, school, I said, I'll be back soon. And then the last time I spoke to him was the week before he basically had a really bad episode, another stroke. This was about a month and a bit ago. And he was rushed into hospital. And I spoke to him and, he said he loves me. I said, I love him. And he did say he's ready to go. He said he's ready to go. He said, I'm done with this now. I'm ready to go. I said, Daddy, hang in there. You're going to get all the care in the world from the doctors. We're going to treat you. We're going to get in your good books and bring you back home. And he said, okay, baby. And I guess that's the last time I spoke to my dad. I don't even know how I'm going to process this. The first thing I did is I actually called my ex-husband. I called AJ's dad. And because AJ's with him at the moment, I said, can you please hold him for another few days? I need some time. I need some time to just, yeah, this is a big one. It's a tough one. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here to share that with you all, as I've always shared, you know, major pivotal moments in my life, whether good or bad, over the years. That's what I've always done. I know some of them are archived and you can't quite see them anymore, but if I'm being honest, I would really appreciate some encouraging words, just to keep me and the family in good spirits, at least whilst we deal with this, because it's not like he's round the corner. He's back home now, so that's another thing that needs to be organised. And yeah, it's not business as usual, but I have duties as a queen as well. I have some engagements next week. Our president's coming to the UK, for example. I don't know how I'm going to process this getting on whilst this is happening. I think knowing that this was going to happen in these days, because we had a whole plan for it, is better. It wasn't like a shock death, to be honest. We have been planning for it in a way, although we've been holding on for dear life for him to stay as long as he needed to. But yes, he's given up the ghost and gone. And I really just wish I was there with him in his last days. Anyway, you guys, thank you for listening today. Any encouraging words from you will be much appreciated. I really, really do appreciate your support regardless. I am going to do another video for my second channel, and you can watch that over there. I think I need to keep busy. I need to keep on, otherwise I will sink. I know that. I know myself. So I'm gonna get on. If I get into the grief and really get down there, it's going to be difficult because I'm by myself. And my mum's travelled and I'm actually by myself. It's not like I can go to mum's and just hold her. I can't do that right now. She's not there. She's in Ghana. I need mum to come back quick. Anywho, thank you guys. You'll see me in my next video.